Well, great morning. Well, of course, Trump is trying to get the sentencing that's coming up railroaded because of the immunity thing. So let's see what's going to go on with that. So I'm going to use the Lenormand, my Lenormand deck, but I'm going to do the tarot layout. So coming into it, the energy is, of course, he's trying to move this and create a new storyline with it. What's going on now? It's about, this was my job. I was in power, and so you can't sentence me. You got to do the trial over again. You got to throw it out, whatever he's going to say. The challenge is that this is a difficult time to go through it. I think he's going to have difficulties with that. But he may be able to delay it. But let's see. The outcome is going forward. You can't look at what happened before. You need to redo it and go forward, is what it's saying. So on one side of it, going into it, we have this attempting to control. Okay? On the other side of it, we have to look at what's under the surface. He's just going to try to give the surface things, but we need to look and see what's under it. At the center of it, this is his promise. He's hoping that he's going to be able to control it and get out of it. What's crossing it, though, is this is a difficult thing they're going to have to deal with. Underneath of it all, of course, we have the timing of this. The clock is ticking and something new coming out with it. So yeah, he's going to try to skew it, and he may be able to, delay again, another delay tactic with it. Okay, difficulty with it, delay tactic. So we'll see. We're going to go ahead and pull the regular tarot with this and do the same reading and see what it says, what else it's going to offer us. What about this new thing that Trump is saying about, you can't sentence me now because I've got immunity and things that were brought into the case need to be delayed, need to be gotten rid of. So let's see. Going into it, he's going to rail about some of the witnesses that were there. Coming in with that. So what's going on today with it is feeling backed up on the edge. So this big pushback that's trying to take place. The challenge is because he doesn't like what's coming down. The outcome is trying to bully the courts and yet again an abuse of power. He's trying to use an abuse of power because he doesn't like what's coming down. He's pushed to the edge, and he's going to say, but the witnesses, you can't use some of that material in this case. So on one side of it, we have the judgment that's supposed to be coming down. On the other side of it, we have trying to delay yet again, trying to get rid of the case, delay it, whatever. At the center of it, we have our rules, our laws, our regulations. So he's trying to skew that with crossing it with some sort of a victory. Now, this victory could be for our rules, our laws, our regulations, but we'll have to see if they're going to stand up. And underneath of it all is his cushy life. He wants to try to keep that with his fishtails that he's bringing in yet again. Okay. So we'll have to see what's going to happen, the victory, our rules, our laws, our regulations. I want to look a little deeper, but which one of these, about the resting it, about the rules, our laws, our regulations, what do we look at? his abuse of power. Do we look at that? How that's going to go? Let's look at his abuse of power. It's kind of between that and the rules, our laws, our regulations. But we're going to start with his coming in with this attempt to bully it. His attempt to skew it. His attempt to railroad yet again. So what we have today with that is, not liking the harvest. Sentencing is coming. So the challenge is about the witnesses yet again. Keeps coming back to the witnesses. Some of them couldn't have testified because I was president at that time. They were working for me, so you can't use that in there to convict me. The outcome is about Trump. All things Trump. So on one side of it, we have the choices made, the path he's walked, the choices made. We have the karma card on the other side of it. At the center of it, we have this nightmare scenario. He doesn't want to go to prison. He doesn't want to be convicted. And so what's crossing it is trying to stymie this and say you can't look at some of that information. Underneath of it, we have him trying to control, or is that going to be the judge? Some new opportunity, a new thing opening up when it comes to this. So it's just saying, again, he's made these choices and he's trying to implement this because he's scared of these having sleepless nights about the sentencing that's coming up. So I want to look at, let me find the other card, and we'll look at our rules, our laws, our regulations with this. And just see what it says. Or we could just start with Justice card and see what's going to happen with it. We could do that as well. I'm just going to use the Justice card. We're going to come in with the energy of the Justice. So what's going to happen with this? When we start with Justice, what's going to take place with this? Give these a good ruffle shuffle here. So our starting point is Justice. What's going on today is it's wanting to move forward. Justice, they're wanting to continue to move this forward, taking the action that's supposed to be. The challenge is this new ideation, this new drama that's coming up. Now, is this strong man the Justice, or is this strong man what's coming down from SCOTUS? The outcome, again, is about the witnesses. I kid you not. It all is going to surrounding this thing about the witnesses, whether they could have testified in this case or not. So it's a strong ideation moving forward about the witnesses is what it's saying. They're looking at the whole of this. That's on one side. On the other side, the information that they're holding on to, the center of it, what's being worked on, what's crossing it is being out in the cold. And underneath of it all, it's going to be about the message of action, okay? Taking place rapidly. When it comes to Trump, we're going to continue to go in there and his abuse of power, okay? So you can continue underneath of it to continue to read the story, if you so choose. So it looks like working on it, crossing it is kind of being out in the cold. He's looking at it. He's going to make a strong decision. This is moving forward, making a strong decision about the witnesses. He's got the information at hand. He's looking at the whole of it. Judge Mershon is fair. Again, underneath of it all, this is going to, the message is taking action rapidly when it comes to Trump and his abuses, his abuse of power. Okay? So it doesn't look like Judge Mershon will redo the trial. I may be going out on a limb with this, but I think that's what it's looking like with that. So let's see. I'm going to do the short one. Will the sentencing take place? Let's ask that. Will the sentencing take place? We're going to do the short one here. Above it, we're looking at the long term. Okay? What they've got in hand. It's been slow walked. The foundation is the rules, our laws, our regulations. One side of it about what's being handed out. On the other side of it is this difficult, painful. It's painful, it's difficult, and it's about this holding on and crossing it, this moving forward rapidly. Okay, tempering with the light when it comes to the justice strong, and this judgment. Okay, so looking at it, this has moved very, I think he's looking at the long term with that. He's taken all of this into consideration. Okay. I don't think he's going to be so thrilled with some of the things he has to hand down. Okay. And what's being held on to. So that one was a little bit kind of sticky trying to figure it out. Whether this is going to be delayed or whether he's going to, but I don't think he's going to do a retrial of it. I don't think he's going to, I think we'll do the Lenormand. One card. What's going to happen with sentencing? It's anchored in. Okay, anchored in. So with it saying it's anchored in, it looks like he will perhaps go forward with the sentencing. But of course, Trump is going to play whatever cards he can play and try to skew it, get out of it, redo it, etc. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.